Settling back into an upright posture. Sinking into your position. From the very beginning, giving yourself the freedom to let go of whatever concerns or worries you might hold in the mind. Letting your mind come to rest, releasing anxiety, releasing any pressure. And with a few deep breaths, finding this foundation within yourself, centering the mind, arriving in here. From that state of presence, settling a motivation with the thought that we are again here this morning in a precious human life, wanting to discover our nature, turning our minds inwards, turning the attention towards our own mind, away from outer sense objects, away from looking from happiness outside of ourselves, but to check our inner landscape, how things are within, and wanting to clear up, to purify that landscape. In this way, we can think that we are actually walking in the footsteps of all the enlightened beings of the past, who have woken up early to sit down, to meditate and to turn their attention inwards. Having developed all their good qualities and purified their minds in this way, here we want to do the same, plant the imprint in our mind for a state of perfect inner happiness that comes through understanding our nature, in order to then be able to share it with others, make the greatest contribution to peace in this world, by abiding with the law of how things exist. We can rejoice, feel happy about this, inspiring ourselves, thinking, wow, how wonderful, these conditions coming together for me here, that I can do spiritual practice, turn my mind towards the Dharma. Like that we take the essence of this life, making it most meaningful for ourselves and others. Beginning by generating this open heart, cultivating this attitude, just for a minute, letting it arise and shine forth like a sunrise. So this morning we want to move on to the third of the four immeasurables. We're going to meditate briefly on what is called empathetic joy, in rejoicing and feeling happy in others' happiness. This marvelous quality of the mind that generates so much positive potential because it's the direct antidote of jealousy. Jealousy being this mind that is rooted in anger. It's defined as this negative mind that cannot rejoice, that cannot accept other people's happiness because of grasping at one's own desires, at one's own needs, and therefore developing hatred toward a person. So here we're going to practice the opposite, to give rise of a mind of empathetic joy. Just to come into contact with that state of mind and cultivate it a little bit, because it's a beautiful thing to do. For another moment, reconnecting a little bit with your breathing before we start. Then you can begin this practice. And I invite you, letting go of the breath, to take some time to bring to mind someone that you know who has a very positive attitude towards life. Somebody who radiates a quality of lightness, of positivity and cheer. A person that really lights up the room when she or he enters. For a moment, see if you can think of a person that you know from your life. Someone who has these qualities. these qualities of positivity. And imagine this person being here in front of you, feeling their aura, their positive presence. And once you've found somebody sitting here in front of you, attend closely to this person's quality of well-being. This kind of joy that spreads out from this person and often also infects others to be happy and light. Attend to this positive quality that this person radiates. And as you do so, as you attend to this person, with each out-breath simply take delight in this person's joy and rejoice in this person's well-being. With the out-breath, try to open your heart and just feel happy about this person's happiness. Of course, this person also has difficulties, might also have shortcomings. But now we delight into this person's qualities that mostly overweigh his or her shortcomings. Just feeling that for a moment. And as we bring up this sense, with every out-breath you can give rise to the thought, wow, may you be never separated from this wonderful joy that you have in your life. You can breathe out from your heart and share into this person's joy with every out-breath, coming into contact with it, with this well-being. Embracing this joy with the light of your own delight. from that, slowly bring your awareness also to other individuals, other individual people that you know, who experience the genuine happiness of leading very meaningful lives, who try to do their best to live ethical lives, offering their good qualities to the world. And attend closely to their happiness and virtue that arouses so much well-being in the world. And connecting to this joy with the out-breath, rejoicing in their virtue, their happiness, and sharing into this good fortune, as they do the best they can to benefit others. Like that, gently expanding your awareness, bringing your attention to other individuals or communities of people that inspire you with their values, that inspire you for what they stand for, with their positive behavior, with their attitudes towards life and living beings, being generous and compassionate, doing good in the world. Like a bee going from flower to flower. Check that. These communities and projects maybe that inspire you, where you think, wow, how incredible that these qualities exist in the world. How wonderful. Delighting from your heart with every out-breath, being happy about that. As you lift up your heart like this, you can bring your awareness to this monastery here, to the November course, and all the conditions and work that has to come together to make this happen. How wonderful that is, the effort that is put in by others, the incredible kindness and effort of our teachers, Venerable Robina, that comes here every day to teach us in this very special, powerful way, the pure Dharma. Really wanting us to get it, to be happy, wanting to benefit, any caring. Soon Lama Zopa Rinpoche arriving to teach us how we are the recipients of this incredible kindness, the goodness of others, and rejoicing in their virtue. And from that you can also turn this bright sense of awareness that you have towards your own life, attending to the periods in your life that have been an inspiration for you, a source of well-being and happiness for yourself and others. Like that, rejoicing in the opportunity that you gave others, offering your friendship, offering your support, trying to do your best to make your life meaningful. Like that, thinking, even though of course we made mistakes in our life, and there were difficulties and hardships, there's so much goodness that we also were able to offer to others. And we honor that and acknowledge that. Rejoicing and delighting in our own virtue. Just for a moment, allowing yourself to do that. Like that, we sink into this sense of delight for itself, giving rise to this empathetic joy. And for a few more moments, just cultivate that and abide with that, with every out-breath. And from within that feeling we can dedicate. We can think, due to this positive potential created in this session, may whatever brings positivity and virtue into the world, may it have a stable and long kind of duration. May it grow. May this continue in the world. And may all living beings benefit from all the good qualities and positivity that others bring into the world. And by rejoicing into that, may I myself also develop my inner good qualities to the best of my ability, making them flourish, to make the greatest contribution to world peace and the benefit of others. Like that, may this session, may I myself cultivating this attitude, may that become a cause for others' ultimate happiness and full enlightenment.